Of course, it was a politician who made the rehabilitation center here at Warm Springs also famous in the first place. But that politician, Franklin Roosevelt, was probably better known for starting up all those social programs to help out the poor, the unemployed, and the handicapped. The politician who came to Warm Springs today is a member of the party that's committed to cutting back on all those social programs. But before the budget slashing goes any farther, Newt Gingrich wanted to learn more about life for the handicapped. So he's spending a day in a wheelchair.
Let's let him push around out here a little bit, folks.
The first thing they taught him was how to get into the men's room, which is easy when the door is nice and wide. Otherwise, it's impossible. Next, Warm Springs Recreational Director Joe Little gave one of his patented wheelie lessons.
You really do it with your hands on your body.
If you touch two stationary objects, one with both hands, you flip split second.
The wheelie looks like fun, and it can be, but for the people who must spend their lives in these chairs, it's more than just recreation. It's something you must know to cope with a world that wasn't built for people on wheels. Gingrich found that out next. In the Rehabilitation Center, Warm Springs brought out another of its experts. 7-year-old Kevin Gresham showed the right way to get into a wheelchair. But for Gingrich, the most taxing moment of all came when he met Annie Presley, a wheel-bound skeptic.
What would you call the help? You know, because I can sit in my wheelchair for 24 hours.
Well, I'm sent up there to represent 600,000 people, many of whom are themselves in wheelchairs or otherwise handicapped, and I think they deserve to have me speak from some small knowledge of what they live with.
Gingrich convinced her that he is sincere, and after about 5 minutes of trying, got himself into a handicap van and headed out to face the real world. His first taste couldn't have been sweeter. At Shannon Mall, they found a nice, empty handicapped parking space and a nice ramp that made it all very easy. But Gingrich knows the government is talking about relaxing the rules that force builders to install these niceties. Still, he sees no conflict between supporting the relaxed rules and the budget cuts and having compassion for the handicapped.
I think that the federal government's going to be trying to spend less money on virtually everything, and I think that it's therefore doubly important that we spend that money intelligently. I think that frankly, the cost of mandating some kind of access, of requiring that the nearest parking spaces be reserved for the handicapped, we're not talking about big money. We're talking about simple decency and simple consideration.
However, that simple consideration did not include easy-to-open doors at the mall. Gingrich still has 16 hours to go in his chair. Tomorrow we'll find out if his experiences make him change his mind. From Clayton County, Gary Reaves, Action News.